Hello and welcome to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 28, Week 2, Round 1. Well, after going 3-0 last week, I am in for, I think, some tougher matchups this week. And I think my first opponent is indicative of that. Their name is Solo Star. So let's look at the matchup. Okay, the Hotbot overview shows a lot of red on Solo Star's side. Let's take a closer look. So, the two things that jump out to me on the stats section here are the 810,000 lifetime banners he had in the old system. So, a good player, somebody who takes GAC seriously, knows what they're doing. The other one is the 3960 for his current season score, which is about 2,000 less than what I have. Now, in week 1, I got 3 one-shot full clears, so my score is about as high as I think I'll ever get it in one of these weeks. So my opponent definitely struggled in at least one of the rounds last week. Comparing our roster, and wow, that's a lot of red on his side. They've got 700,000 more total GP than I do. They've got about 100 to 200,000 more GP in their top 80 and top 65. They've got more Zetas applied. We have the same amount of Omicrons, although, again, all 6 of mine are GAC specific, and he's got a couple TWs. He's got a very slight speed advantage on me, and 40 more Gear 13 characters. Looking at those mods, and as usual, I've got more total 6-stop mods than my opponent does by about 100, but when we look at all of the other mods with speed secondaries, my opponent's got just a few more. Not a huge advantage, but an advantage nonetheless. Looking at the relics, and this is where I always feel like I'm behind, I've got almost 200 less relic levels than my opponent, which is, again, par for the course. And unlike last week, where the biggest discrepancy on Galactic Legends was a 4-3 match, my first opponent here this week has 5 to my 3, so I've got to be really careful about what I set on defense, because if my opponent decides to just put, let's say, 4 GLs in each of the front 2 zones, I need to make sure I can clear. And as we know, in 3v3, non-GL counters of Galactic Legends it's a difficult thing to pull off. Lastly, our key characters and our ships. You can see my opponent has put Relic 9 on Piet, so his Executor is going to be fast. Beyond that, everything else looks pretty much even, other than it looks like my opponent hasn't really invested much into his Bad Batch. So we are a little bit earlier than usual. Unfortunately, I didn't get to these attacks as early as I'd like, but at least we're not in the straight up middle of the night. So my opponent has not attacked yet. Let me show you what I decided to do on defense and what I'm facing. So last week, my first 2 battles, I went heavy offense, really light defenses, and was hoping my ships would hold. The third match, I went pretty heavy on defense because I knew my ships wouldn't hold. This round, I kind of split the difference, and I hope that wasn't a huge mistake. Down low, I kept mostly what I did last time, but I swapped out Gas for Shock T with the clones, still Grievous, CLS, Darth Revan, and Qui-Gon Jinn. The hope is to make him burn most of his GLs up front. But the difference, in the back, I did not put my Jedi Master Kenobi. Didn't feel like I could afford to set one of my 3 on defense when he has 5 to use. So we've got Rolo back here with Dooku and Fin Poe. There is my Maul squad, and then the Newt team. And then up front, the only real change I made is down here with Phasma. I went ahead and put the Omicron on the First Order TIE Pilot. And so I think if they're not ready for that team, it could cause problems. Although I do need to remod my First Order TIE Pilot, get him a little tankier, because I'm worried about my opponent just taking in like Han and Chewie or Bad Batch or something and rolling that. But at least then it's pulling a good counter, a much better counter than it used to pull. In the back for ships, I did the same thing I've been doing. Executor with Empire and Radis. Hopefully that gives me enough flexibility to clear through his ships. All right, let's see what I'm facing. Very similar to last round, I've got a lot of tricky kind of B+ teams, but not a whole lot of A-level teams at least showing. We've got a Relic 7 BAM squad, so that's going to be tough. We've got a Darth Revan team, but no Malik on that squad. We've got a Jango Boba Greef, the standard Grievous, and a Night Sister squad. And on the bottom, we've got a Dash team, Bossk, Qui-Gon Jinn, but no Jedi Knight Anakin on the Qui-Gon Jinn squad, Mon Mothma, and a Fin Fin Poe. So, based on what he set, it is exactly what he was setting first week, which means I'm expecting some pretty quality teams in the back. I'm expecting a Rey. I'm expecting a Darth Maul with Malik. I'm expecting an Iden, a Maul, Geos. So I'm expecting good squads in back. I have to be careful to make sure that I'm not overextending myself. But I think because I weakened my defense a little bit, I think I have the squads to get this done. I'm going to start down here with the Fin Fin Poe. We are going to use the social contract team, and that is Han and Chewie, to take this out. And we will go right after Resistance Hero Finn and kill him, and then we'll get the Resistance Hero Poe. Unfortunately, didn't get the stun. That was a bummer. So we're going to end up losing a banner off a wedge here. Moving our way up, and we'll take on Mon Mothma. And I'm going to give this a shot with my troopers. It's what I've done the last 2 times, and last time it got a little dicey because Cara Dune got a stun off, because her big grenade thing stuns Empire. So I'm a little concerned, but hopefully this still goes okay. We will target Pow, since Cara is not taunting yet. And then we'll go after Cara Dune. Nice, we got the daze on her, and this should do it, I hope. Oh, I didn't get the assist. That sucks. Alright, well, now I'm in a little trouble. Oh, I'm in a lot of trouble. Crap. One little bad RNG thing there of not getting the double tap from Dark Trooper, or Dark Trooper rather, and that essentially, well, I don't know if it did me in, but it definitely cost me a lot of banners. Yeah, if you would have just done that the other time. Well, I'm through, but that was a bummer. Alright, against this Qui-Gon Jinn squad, even though it doesn't have Jedi Knight Anakin, I'm actually still going to take my gas team against them. Oh, right. My pre-programmed gas is incorrect. So, I'm still doing this. Cam is still hits like a truck, and as much as I was thinking about taking my Bad Batch, I was too worried that after getting the initial stuns, I would get stuck and wouldn't get it down. So you can see already they've got my gas down, and on top of that, you know, I don't get a sacrifice and super clones from this. So yeah, this maybe went really poorly. Crap, I might have lost this, because now we got a taunt on Cam. That sucks. And a taunt on... Ooh, I think I lost this one, you guys. I think I made a bad choice, because I can't get to Qui-Gon. And they're hitting like trucks. Give me the attack. Oh, and I'm gonna miss. Oh, at least I got Qui-Gon. Okay. So, a fail, but at least I can clean it up. Alright, we'll come back to that, because I am not sure what I can spare for that. We're going against Bossk here, so we'll do JTR. Wow, that was a bummer. I actually thought I was going in a little heavy by taking gas there. I really didn't consider the double taunt part of it. Let's see if we can start off with a stun on Bosk. Nice. So we'll go after Cad Bane. I'm actually still going to wave him down to get rid of the turn meter. And we'll still call in BB-8. I really need to put some more gear on BB-8. I'm going to hide while I still can before Dengar goes into stealth. Because in a second, he will prevent that. Let's wave down Bosk again. And let's burn this time, I think. I guess there wasn't really good reason to burn there. I probably should have just gone for the stun again. Now I can't hide because Dengar was stealthed. And come on, BB-8. Stay alive, buddy. There we go. That's what I need. I need those stuns from R2. And we need to get a little heal. Let's see if I can get a stun on Dengar. Nope. Put him into stealth. Alright, well, Bosk is about to die, but I'm afraid so is BB-8. We held the wave down there so we could do it on Dengar. One more attack if I can get to it. Let's see if I can stealth him away so I can get to that Illuminated Destiny. Okay, alright, well, we're going to get through this. We're only going to get full health and protection on JTR, though. We've lost health and protection on BB-8. Yeah, not a good score. Alright, that brings me to Dash. And the research I looked at said that Bad Batch should work. Now, my Bad Batch are not all Relic 5, so I'm a little worried about this one. But at least my Echo and my Tech are both Relic 1. I definitely outspeed them. And his Dash, who is the big damage dealer, the one I would worry about, is only gear 12. So I'm hoping that I will survive long enough for my true damage and all my AoEs and whatnot to kill Vandor, so that we can make this happen. Because for a while we're going to just be stuck behind L3, I think. We'll keep giving this to Hunter to get the assists. And we're going to clear that, I think. Oh, that doesn't clear anything. Just handed that off. He's going to get revived here. If it takes him down. It didn't. Alright, let's strip the rest of the buffs. We got to go after Vandor. Let's get a stun. Almost. Let's kill him. Nice, okay. Yeah, I don't know how well this would have worked if Dash would have been like Relic 5 or something, but since he was gear 12 and wasn't doing a ton of damage, that tickled, but it didn't really do a whole lot. We just need to see if we can heal up enough to get all of our protection back. I think we did. We'll stun just in case. Excellent. Alright, so against this Mace Qui-Gon duo, I guess what we're going to do is, I think I'm going to end up with Theridion available. Let's do that. I've never messed with it at all, but I think I should be able to, between the two of them, control them enough to have it work. Assuming Cam doesn't kill everybody. Oops. Dang it. Fat fingers. There, I meant to rip their turn meter. Let's not hit Cam. Let's go ahead and taunt up, so at least he hits Stormtrooper. And we need to get rid of his ability block so that I can rip that. Oh, and now Mace is the one taunting. I want to fracture Cam. Let's pull that away. And for now, let's go ahead and just put some armor shred on Mace. And let's put that on Cam. Cam, you can stay in timeout. Oh, but I immediately got another turn. So that the whole point of Thridian is to control the opponent. But if, you know, if they're just going to get attacks after attacks after attacks, that's not going to do anything. So I guess we will do that. I guess we're just playing this straight and not so Thridian-ish. Let's do that. We'll get the... Figured we'd put one of our armor shreds up on him. Do that. We'll rip their turn meter. I'm going to take a half step and heal up Stormtrooper again. And now we can attack Mace again. I think we should be able to kill Mace soon, I hope-ish. But let's... Alright, we gotta just get him down. Otherwise I'm gonna lose this. We'll put another armor shred there, but I think he's gonna kill Stormtrooper, yeah. Alright, this is not great. Cam is just hitting too hard. And at this point, I would rather make sure I have Mace done. Let's do that on him so he can't get to me. We'll put the third armor shred over there. Pull that. I don't know if I have enough armor shreds on Mace to get him down because he's healing. A double one of those. I don't think I've ever seen that. Put Cam back in timeout. Oh, yeah. So I'm just too inexperienced with this. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm guessing if somebody knew what they were doing, they would have made this work. But I just suck. Alright, let's bring in Talzin, Zaka, and Zombie. Dropping 2. I already feel like I've lost this match. And we're just starting. So that's not a good feeling ever. Yeah. I gotta hope my defense can hold, but I think he's gonna end up holding 4 GLs for offense. It really, at this point, is probably just gonna come down to ships like it usually does for me when I am outmatched in terms of roster. So, bit of a bummer. Let's get some plague out here. Probably should have just done this from the beginning rather than trying to do the whole Thridian thing. Alright, alright. So, things are going as planned at this point, I think. Got a couple deaths going, but Daka's still fine. There went Cam. Alright. So at least now we get to see what is in the back and see if what I'm expecting to be there is actually there. Yep, exactly what I expected. Alright, even though clearly the back wall is stronger than the front top, let's go clear that so we can see ships, hopefully get through those, and then come back here. I think I have enough squads, even with my hiccups, to get through this, but we shall see. Up top, against this BAM squad, this is actually the one I'm most worried about. I'm going to go ahead and take my Padme against it, and I don't know that this is a good enough counter. I'm going to take GK with me, along with Ahsoka, and I'm hoping that that's still enough to withstand BAM's Whistling Birds. He is going to have, you know, he's Relic 7, so the idea here at least is that Ahsoka is going to be able to constantly get through IG's taunt, like she already did, And that will let me get back to Bam each and every time. And because it's only 3v3. So he put damage immunity on himself and Queel. So we'll just switch to IG for now. Oh, and it's off of Queel. So we'll go after Queel here. I generally find if I can get Queel down first, then IG is a lot easier. But let's go back to... Let's do a big hit. I think we're almost through Queel. And if we can get through him, dang it. Alright, we need to dial this up with... spin it up here. Alright, we almost got Queel down. I think I might be making a mistake ignoring Bam there when he was available. I'm just not sure I'm ever going to get enough courage up to kill them. Oh, he got to put damage immunity on again right away? That seems wrong. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, alright. Alright, let's get rid of that. I guess we'll switch to Bam. They just keep getting back over right away. I've got lots of courage on... This should do it? Alright, nice, okay. Alright, well, I think we're in business now. I think we're in business. If I can even get hit with GK, he's going to do a lot of damage here. As soon as he finally actually hits somebody. Well, there he did, but didn't do as much damage as I was hoping for. Let's kill Queel. Come on. This is why you put it on defense, is because they're hard to kill, if they're high enough relic. I think mine doesn't do very well, because it's not very high relic. In fact, my Bam, I think, is relic 3, and my IG and my Queel are both gear 12. But 54, I'm not going to complain. I wasn't sure if that was going to work at all. So, to have it work at all, I'm happy with that. This DR squad, I'm going to bring a solo SLKR, and we will go ahead and do that. I don't think I need him anywhere else. At least I hope I don't. Do that, get rid of the foresight, start swiping. Done with set. Almost done with DR. Nice. Unfortunately, he's going to be able to do that to me 4 different times. So, this Django Boba, we're going to take GK. No, not GK. Jedi Knight Revan. Now, the concern here is that both Django and Boba can insta-kill or, permanent kill you. So, got to be careful. I'm actually going to target Boba first. We'll see if we can get him down, and then Django. I don't know if this is true, but my perception is that getting killed by him with his big execute is a more likely scenario than by Django. Although maybe it wasn't. That was really close. In fact, I think that used up my savior. So now another kill by him, and it's donezo. So this maybe wasn't the smartest counter idea, but it looks like it's going to work out. Not going to end up with full banners, but we'll get close. I think we're only going to lose one. Alright, against Grievous, we will take Wampa. I did get Wampa up to Relic 5. Last week he was at Relic 3, and just wanted a little more cushion on the health. But I don't anticipate any issues here against Grievous. Okay, we'll roar, we'll swipe, take another hit, get protection back. I don't think I need this roar anymore. And then against these Night Sisters, we'll take in Bounty Hunters. And it will take me a little bit to get it going because I'm not using Aura Lead this season. I'm just using Bosk Lead. But my Aura is still Gear 11 or something. And I'll eventually whittle the zombie down so she's the weakest. There we go. And now I'll start working on my contract. So not really a big deal. I lost out on a couple attacks, but it's not like you get your contract right away in 3s anyway. So, although we're close, we're only two more hits away from it. I also was able to, over last week, get my Mando up to Gear 12. So he's not quite as squishy as he had been, which is nice. And now it's just a matter of killing Daka. Actually, I'll take out Asajj once I get my first Disintegrate here, since Daka will waste that thing trying to res her. There she did. Kill through zombie, and then we'll start working Daka down. So that's 1, 2, 3. And make sure we're all healed up. Excellent. Well, for as troublesome as the bottom was, that top was really simple. Let's see what we got. There is that Executor with that Relic 9 Piet. And then the Radis and Empire. Okay, well, this is make it or break it time. If we don't get through ships, we definitely don't win. If we get through ships, then we've given ourselves a chance. So we will get our TIE Pilot, and we'll get our Separatists in here. Like always, I will leave Sunfac off, just in case we need to try and clean up with Negotiator. I like having Sunfac in that starting lineup. And here we go. So I don't know how much it's going to change on the off-meta counter having Piet be that much faster. I think it's mostly for mirror matches. So, okay, well that is a good target for them to go after. I will go ahead and AoE, since I don't have anything to cleanse off. Ooh, I don't like them stunning him. That sucks. Oh, I didn't even look. This is the anti-malevolence comp with IG at the starting. I should have just gone with Negotiator from the beginning, and I didn't even recognize it. I was going too fast. That's 100% my fault, and just honestly really really lazy play. So if nothing else, we've gotten the buff immunity out. We've got all the things stripped from Boba Fett. I chose to go with the what do you call that? This Ebon Hawk instead of my spy for the get-go because of the comp. Because I didn't see a huge benefit to taking one of these others out. Being able to get rid of Cad Bane's team and lowering down their overall DPS, I think is really huge. So the fact that he wasn't even out here available made me choose to go with the Ebon Hawk first. And now we'll go ahead and do it because I don't really have another choice. But at least it delayed, also getting the chaff out there early, delayed their ability to work on their ultimate. So I should get mine here in the next couple rounds. That is super duper annoying. He's far enough away on turn meter, I'll go ahead and put some up. Oh, but he had counterattack. This is what I'm talking about, lazy play. I need to focus. At this point, even if I get my ultimate, I'm not going to have ships out to do anything. Getting close on our first kill on the Razor Crest, but they're also close on killing on that guy, on my hyena bomber. So that is frustrating. Yes, kill the Ebon Hawk. Kill the Ebon Hawk. Alright. We will go ahead and put this on here. I have a feeling I'm going to be cleaning this up, and so I want to make sure that the Houndstooth is gone for the cleanup. Oh, I should have put Buzz Droids on him and didn't. That was dumb. He is about to get his ultimate, so I am highly concerned. Although we're making progress. You know what? He has Buzz Droids on him already. Nice. Let's get Buzzies here. I had to stop calling them Buzzies when I was listening back to my last match. That annoyed the heck out of me. So I'll do my best to stop using that term. Let's bring out the soldier. Their Buzz Droids here. We'll go for a big hit. Nice. We're going to get counterattacked and maybe die. Good. Live there. Yes. Yes. All right. That was scary. That was legitimately terrifying to make so many mistakes and not recognizing the comp, and then several mistakes in there of putting Buzz Droids out when there was counterattack up, so it was just going to get cleared. The only redeeming quality of my play there was making the choice to bring Ebon Hawk out first. Alright, Empire. We're taking Negotiator. This, I think, is not as easy a match as it used to be because of the new TIE Interceptor. So we got to be careful here, and hopefully we can get down that bomber really fast so that we don't just get wrecked from all the burning. So we're going to go straight in on the bomber, even though Vader was available. I still think going after the bomber is the right move here. He's going to taunt here anyway in a second, so I'm going to be forced to go after him. Let's go ahead and cleanse all of that off. Get the turn meter going. Come on, let's get the bomber down. Yes, alright. Alright. Let's get a taunt back up and cleanse that, most of that anyway. We'll get that undying, unending loyalty. Here comes, oh, it was the other bomber coming out. A little annoying. But I think I should be able to, let's do this. Let's cleanse off his buff. And then we'll switch over for the big hit. And let's put this on the bomber so we can't taunt. Oh, I didn't get it. That sucks. And I am going to go for the mass assist instead of the big one. We will definitely dial that up and cleanse and get retribution. Now let's do this. Should finish it off. Alright. So I don't face many Radices, have to admit. So I'm curious as to how this is going to go. We're going to take the finalizer in though, and my guy is 5 stars now, so we're going to try him in the starting lineup. I don't know if that's the right move or not, but feels good. Maybe that was totally dumb. I need to practice with the ships. I don't practice enough. We'll put Hunted on Rey. And go ahead and do that. Keep giving it back and big hit. And swarm it. Almost got it down. Get rid of all those and get the kill. Oh, so close. We will bring in this one so we can call the assist. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and, oh wow, Sith fighter. That's interesting. Does this cleanse? Turn meter, allies, meter, blah, 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 blah. I don't think I need it. I was really close on turn meter on everybody else, so we'll just hold on to that. But we've got damage or healing immunity on him now, so maybe that's a smart move to bring out Sith Fighter. I'm not sure. Let's cleanse that off again. Oh, that was a waste. He just got it all back. All right, now let's double tap. Oh, a dodge on my big hit. A double dodge? Come on. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Another dodge. Come on. Not good. Not good. Never good. There we go. Finally a hit. Big hit? Alright. Can't dodge that, huh? Good. Well, we lost the ship. That's a bit of a bummer. But we should be able to clean up relatively easy here. Get the assist and maybe the victory? No, not even close. Well, I don't know if I like the tank being in there in the beginning or not. It did, I don't know, seemed to work fine. And I'll take a 68. So one-shot all the ships. I think that, if nothing else, will put a little pressure on my opponent. Now we have to go back to the back and clear through all these tough squads back here. And there's no getting around it. The Rey is going to be the toughest one. I am going to attempt to get it down with my Jedi Master Luke. And I have my Jedi Master Kenobi available. I just have never ever done that counter. So even though that counter might be the smarter counter, I've never tried it. You know what? Let's try it. I've already dropped a battle, well, 2 battles on one team, and so why not just give it a shot? What's the worst that could happen? I lose. I could lose with JML too. So why not give it a shot? Maybe learn something in the process. Now I'm feeling a little upset at myself for taking GK off the team, because now I have Mace, but Mace hopefully will still do all right. We'll do that. This will allow us to get rid of Holdo right from the get-go. And then we will, what does this one do? Right, physical damage, blah, blah, blah. What does it do for my guy? Oh, I should do it to myself to get my thing up faster, right? And this calls them to assist. And let's get them into damage immunity as quickly as possible. I think I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna have my own Mace die here on her ultimate when she finally gets there. So we've already got her into damage immunity, which is great. Now let's see what we can do on Scav Rey. All right. If I do this second special, will it still keep the healing immunity on Scav Rey? I'm gonna try. Mainly I wanted to heal. And we'll do this. Was that dumb? Am I not supposed to do that while she's in ultimate? I don't know. It worked out fine. Let's call her to assist and let's see if we can kill her. Big hit. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think it was smart for me to switch to Jedi Master Kenobi for this. Even if I would have beat it with Jedi Master Luke, it would not have been this clean for sure. We're in damage immunity again. Let's make sure we're as healed up as we can be. Put Xian on Kenobi. I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't know what I'm doing half the time here with this still. I need to stop and read the kits more, but I'll do that in arena. Fantastic. Alright, so let's see if I can get through this Iden team with my Gear 12 trio. I think I should be able to. They're also very low geared, but that Omicron scares me, so we'll see. Hopefully my Scion has enough health and protection to live. His Death Trooper is pretty low gear too, and he's the main damage dealer. So do this, get isolation off on shore, and give that over to Nihilus, and we'll rip away buffs. We'll see if we can kill Death sooner rather than later. Yeah, they hit so hard. There we go. Got my Hell by Hatred. That was a little scary. Almost got him dead. This should kill him. Nice. Alright, so let's just kill Shore and then we'll clean up Iden. So I'm not gonna get full manners, obviously. Probably a 54, but at least this worked. That. And heal up as much as I can. Okay. So now we got Vader to go against these Geos, and we'll take the full team with EP and Mara. And I think I outrun them. I actually didn't check speeds very well on this guy, I gotta be honest. Yeah, okay. No problem. Where's Spy? Do I kill him? Ooh, didn't kill him. That is a bummer. So we are gonna be forced to take more attacks here. We are gonna go for the stun. Oh, that's not the stun. Dang it. There's the stun. And more stuns? Okay. Machine gun EP. And we'll finish this off. Almost full health and protection. Very close. Nah, they didn't give it to me. Okay, so we've got two teams. Maul with Bo Candy and Darth Maul with Malik, which is the one that's scary to me. I have Jedi Master Luke and Jedi Knight Luke. I could try and split that into two teams to make that work. I also have my Geos, and I also have crew with Watt. And that's kind of what I'm thinking for this Maul team, is do crew, Watt, and Executioner. But maybe I'm being dumb. Maybe I should be doing... Well, let's see what kind of Jedi I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6. Why don't we just do two teams? Against this one, we'll go with Jedi Master Luke. And we'll give him the tank and the healer. That will give Jedi Master Luke, Basila, and Ayla. And is that going to be enough to kill Maul and Canderous and Bo-Katan? That's the worry. Alright, you know what I should do? Let's do the other one first. Let's go after his Maul first with these other Jedi. If it doesn't work, I'll follow up with Jedi Master Luke, or Jedi Knight Luke rather. And if it does work, then I have Jedi Knight Luke for the other team. If it doesn't, then I'll use my crew with Watt on the other team, which was my initial plan. But let's hope this works. I really just want to kill Canderous, I think, first, because he's such a pain in the butt. Do we get a stun? Oh, we just get a kill. Do we get a stun? Yes. We do this on him. Can we get a stun? We got days. Let's send in... Oh, we can't send in anybody, so we'll do that. Everybody's still dazed, so we can't send anybody in. That's annoying. We can send in Luke now. And we can send in Basila. Alright, that worked great. Alright, and that leaves Jedi Knight Luke for this. And maybe I still could have set a harder defense, but I think keeping Jedi Master Kenobi, making it so that that ended up being kind of an easier thing was a good thing. An easier counter on Rey was a good thing. Alright, let's do that, and let's stun him. And let's pile on. We'll call Old Ben, I guess. We'll taunt it up. And miss. So I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, that's Talon's ability that it basically like equalize, right, on the leader. So that's frustrating to not even be thinking about that. I gotta read her kit better too. I mean, it's always easier to learn kits when you're actually using them, and I'm not really using my talent. I just stick her on defense every time, so I don't really know her kit really at all. Let's do that. Call them all in. Let's get rid of him. Good, alright. My concern on this team was, could I beat Malik? Malik was only, I think, Relic 2, so that helps a lot. But I figured with all of Jedi Knight Luke's anti-tanks abilities, it would work out. And it did. So we dropped a battle, and it cost us a bit. Only a 2016. Definitely a beatable score if he can run the table. Even if he only dropped one battle, because I dropped 2 against the same team. So I think I put some pressure on him. You never know what's going to happen on ships. There's always RNG when you're trying to face the Executor. So if he stumbles there, I'll get him. And maybe, I mean, I don't really think any of my ground teams are going to do anything to him because he's got 4 GLs to use. But we'll see. I will be back at the end of the attack phase to show you the results. Alright, we're back, and as you can see, we did get the win. My opponent didn't attack till very late, and when he did attack, he came in, started on the bottom. He took out the Qui-Gon Jinn team, and then the Darth Revan, but he lost to CLS, and even though he had an hour and a half, and I had already lost twice to his Qui-Gon Jinn team, he decided that was it. Maybe 3v3 takes too long, or maybe he didn't think he could get through the rest of the match cleanly, but for whatever reason, he called it quits there, and that gave me the victory. So 2016 to 116 is our final. So I want to say thank you, Solo Star, for the match. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again in next round.